Oh my god, this is back. It's back, and we're doing it. It's time to Skate Hooligans. Here we go. The amusement park. It's a new location in this fantastic game. Whoops. It's a new location, and I've unlocked it, and I haven't played it at all yet. I'm excited. I'm hyped, and I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. I also unlocked this guy and some other bullshit. How much money do I have? Not that much, because I blew it on this fucking skateboard. It's got glowing lights. I don't know. It seems properly themed for this minor character. Like, you know, he would want lights on his skateboard. I don't know if he'd want colorful lights. Let's go. Let's see what this has to offer. We got some dinosaurs, a castle, a tree. This makes it look like there's a. It just fucking hits him right in the face. Jesus Christ! I gotta kind of familiarize myself with the controls again. Okay, great. Get this out of here. Get this cursor out of here. Come on now. Ooh. A hat. I don't know what that's for. Oh my god, the music. It's like a remix. So, oh Jesus Christ. Come on. I haven't played this. I mean, I kind of just like, I guess I played it a lot to be able to unlock the amusement park just recently, but I don't know. I might be a bit rusty. That's what I'm gonna blame it on. I'm rusty. Guys, if I do anything poorly ever, it's oh my god! What? Ah! Ah! Why are there blue mole people coming out of the ground? Oh my god, this is horrifying. Whoa. Ferris wheel. That'll be a lot more difficult to dodge when I'm not a police car. Are they like zombies? What are the... Oh, shit. Okay. What are they doing? They're just like, hi there. Or are they saying stop? Man, when I was a kid, nothing was fucking cooler than animatronic dinosaurs in a museum. That shit was the fucking best. You can't just like jump over them. Nice. Like, I know they didn't look good. I mean, I don't know if I knew that at the time, but you know. And they had like, you know, just their one little motion that they would do over and over and over again. They weren't exactly lifelike, but you look at them and it's like, that's a dinosaur. I'm standing in the same room as a dinosaur. This dinosaur is just chilling over in this little patch of fake grass, turning its head back and forth, being like, ah, you know. There's the fucking jam. I don't know if those kind of exhibits are, you know, I don't know how much of a thing that is anymore. I don't exactly, I know the museum that had them. I mean, it was like a traveling exhibit, but I know the museum that would have them from time to time was like, it's closed now, so can't see that, but yeah, I don't know. These aren't animatronic, obviously, but they do make noises, which is pretty neat. What is up with these little... Are these supposed to be like little go-karts or something? The little cars? I have no idea. Hold up. Is he saying... Okay. Wait, does he say... It is him saying Supa. I wasn't sure if it was like the blue people saying it. No, it's him saying Supa anytime he jumps over something. How lovely. I think I said before, I don't actually play this game with the sound on normally, so... You know, I don't get the get to hear wonderful things like Supa. I love his creepy little laugh. Oh my god. But yeah, I really don't get what the blue people are all about. Like, I don't understand what they're supposed to be. I don't understand where they're from. I don't understand where they're going. I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand why they're blue. I also don't understand why these trolleys, which must be trolleys, right? I don't understand why they make, like, train noises. Is that the noise that trains make? That's another thing that was fucking cool as hell when I was a kid. Fucking trolleys. That's it tells you how old I am, huh? No, it was like a, you know, that was the novelty. That's the novelty of it, is that it is like an old trolley. Another thing, I don't know if they still have that in Tallahassee. I feel like I've seen the lines like in the streets, but I don't know. Just like anything that, I don't know what it is, but like just anything that is set up to look like a real thing but isn't. Just fucking dynamite. Just incredible. Just fucking captivating. Put me in that exhibit for fucking 10 hours. I'll be content. If I was a kid, I mean. Like, you know, like there's a, what is it? Is that the Tallahassee Museum? There's a part of it that's like these old houses, and you know, they'll have little rooms set up like with plates of food, you know, not actual food, because they'd have to set it out like constantly and it'd go gross. But it'd go gross. Jesus. But you know, they have that kind of stuff set up to make it look like someone's still living there. It's very obviously not real. But again, I don't know. I really don't know what that is. But something about it is that is just like was super captivating to me as a kid. There's also a little like caboose, and they had like, you know, behind glass panes they had little shit. You know, the same sort of thing, like here's the clothes of the workers that would have worked here. Here's the whatever. Like whether it's original artifacts, I feel like nowadays I'd be more interested in seeing, like, okay, this is fine, this mock-up is neat, but I'd be more interested in seeing like original artifacts. Versus back then, fuck that dusty old shit. Show me what it looked like when the people were there. I don't care if it's made of some fucking paper mache and Play-Doh. Fuck Play-Doh. Who the fuck makes things out of Play? Anyway, I'd be all about it, you know. Ow. Yeah, again, I don't really know what these maps are all about, because I'm very clearly not going to ever reach anything. This is fun. Oh shit. Yeah, I just, what's up? I guess those are supposed to be dinosaur eggs. Yeah, it's... That, ow. I'm trying to think of other, like, examples of that sort of thing. Ow, Jesus. Yeah, because I really don't know why I found that so interesting. Maybe because that's kind of like maybe it's like a, how do I put this? Like kind of the ultimate form of playing pretend or whatever, right? Like when you play with your friends and you pretend to be cowboys or pirates or whatever. Ow. it's all very theatrical, right? Like it's a very representative set is what you would use. Like, oh, here, this ottoman and couch here. This is the edge of an enormous precipice, and the ground is an abyss that drops down thousands and thousands of feet. Whereas, I mean, you're not going to get. That's not exactly. But you know, this little twig, this piece of bamboo, dry bamboo, is a rapier, and this towel that I have is a cape. But in the museum, there's actually like, or in those kinds of exhibits, they're actually like, you know, not close to it, not super realistic unless it's original artifact. But it's like kind of the most complete realization of that you can get, while still being like accessible. Like it's, you know, there's the fourth wall is removed, so you can look right in. Yeah, I feel like maybe I feel like that's probably why. It's like the fucking best toys in the world, the best toys possible, perfectly set up, you know. Oh my god, we are zooming along now. I feel the dinosaur looks fucking ridiculous when you knock it out of the way. Oh my god. Fuck your eggs. Was that T-Rex on the left about to kick the other one? Is that what I was seeing just then? Ow. Tell you what I do miss. I don't know if I'd still be as captivated by those little setups, but I tell you what I do miss is fucking field trips, man. You don't get no field trips in college. Hardly any in high school either. You know, just because you got all these different class periods in high school, and so if first period English is gonna have you going to I don't know where you fucking go, going to some museum or whatever, let's say, then you're probably gonna be cutting into next period as well, you know. That's less so in college, just because, you know, your days aren't jam-packed, unless you're a maniac, which I've done that from time to time. Have had schedules where I'm just jam-packed most days, but for the most part, your day's not like jam-packed with classes. But still, you could run into other classes. Whereas in elementary school, it's like all one teacher. It's kind of like, how do I say this? Communism? It's kind of like communism? I get that that's a bit of a leap. What about how? You see, in communism, I mean, maybe communism is a bad way to put it. More like not vertical integration. I mean, the point is that, like, the whole day is under control of one person. So, you know, for one person to, maybe state planning is a better way to put it. More like state planning. Yeah. Vroom vroom. Because, like, you know, in state planning, you can have one industry under one person's control. So, like, if a country wants to be like, okay, let's we're gonna try and deal with this with the demand for this product that we have we're gonna just raise the prices across the board. Whereas, you know, with and they can just do that because they own all of the means of production. Whereas, you know, if it's sort of divided up a bunch amongst a bunch of different companies, you know, maybe some of them will be just forced to raise their prices to stay alive, but the other ones can be like, fuck that, we can you know, we can suffer some for right now. We can keep our prices low to fuck over those other guys. And so then, what was my point there? My point being that, like, in elementary school, you don't need cooperation between multiple teachers, you know? It's just one teacher, and they're like, boom, let's do it. And then you get to go to, see some fucking dinosaurs. Fantastic. There's also less, like, you know, theoretically people have their own means of transportation, you know. A field trip for some kids might be like their only opportunity to go to a museum, but then later, you know, you can go to a museum whenever you want. Wow, I'm like doing really fucking, just being fucking goofy up in this. I don't know what my problem is. The timing, I've noticed the timing gets like, it gets harder and harder not to just clip yourself on the edge of those, like the trains when you jump on them. Or the barrels, I guess. Yeah, or to be able to hit the end. Or to be able to even jump off. Like, I just barely managed to get on the end and then I fell off. I couldn't jump from one to the next. Oh shit. That was just me being dumb. I don't think I need to jump on those ramps where it's set up like that. Whoops. On the ramps where it's like a ladder that goes right up to the thing. I think you can just like switch over. Ow. Alright. Let's fucking go. I remember one field, probably the worst field trip was the Nutcracker. Actually, let's take a leisurely approach to this fucking thing. So, I was playing Trivia Crack. Oh, fucking finally. Well, not really. I can save myself. So I was playing Trivia Crack because I'm dumb. No, I was playing Trivia Crack like long after. I mean, recently, you know, which is long after it was initially popular. If you don't know what Trivia Crack is, it's just like a trivia game for your for mobile phones. It's not a trivia game for other types of phones, for landlines. Good lord. Yeah, it's a trip. Shit out of here. Oh my god. Wait, I can do that? I can go under those? It didn't even look like there was space to go under those. All this time I've been just jumping over them because I didn't think you could go under. Because I didn't think you could go under them. Good lord, like that? Yeah, that's how you got to do that. Don't jump. Oh, that was so sad. That little hit he made. So, oh, lovely. I don't care about doubling up. Get this out my face. This out my face. This out my face. Oh, I should have doubled up that. I still love this though. I'm a little bit greedy. So I was playing Trivia Crack like well after recently, but I don't know. Me and my brother just started talking about it. And it's like because we were going to the beach, you know, on a long road trip, and so we got into it and started playing with each other. One of the questions was, obviously I don't have it in front of me, so I'm going to be paraphrasing. But it really was not, it really was this fucking stupid. One of the questions was, what is the name of the ballet that they have in the winter, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure about the construction, but that's as much detail as they provided. And like, that is such a stupid question. Now, to be fair, it's a multiple choice thing, so you can just like go process of elimination. But you can do any ballet in the winter. But yeah, so the answer, which I immediately knew, is oh, okay, wait. I guess some of them you can't go under. The answer, oh shit. The answer is Nutcracker. And the reason that so instantly came to mind is the fact that, I mean, it probably is the only ballet I've ever seen. But fucking every year, I feel like that sounds like an exaggeration, but really, every goddamn year of elementary school, maybe not kindergarten, maybe not, no, 4-5. But no, we still did it in 4-5, because I remember certain events happening when we went to it. Every goddamn year, we would have a field trip to see whatever class I was in. I think it was pretty much all classes did this. To have a field trip to, what is it, Pas de Vie? I think that was the name of the ballet company that put it on. Their production of the Nutcracker. Every goddamn year. Now, it's a fine ballet and all. A fine show. I guess they do a good job, but I don't know. I was just a kid, and besides, I'm not exactly learned in ballet. So I don't know if I'd be a good judge of it, but entertaining enough. It's Nutcracker. It's got a Rat King and candy people and a big ass tree and a clock and all sorts of shit. So it's plenty fun. It's not plenty fun every goddamn year, though. I'll tell you that much. And every year there would be it got to the point where you kind of know all the little quirks of their production. Like every time they would have a part of the show where they're like, and now here's something special that we do here. I think it was like at Intermission. Here's something special we do here. We show you, we're the only theater company that'll show you what goes on behind the scenes of this ballet. And then they would like show, how the fake snow was coming down. Ow. And they would show like, raising all the different backdrops and the scrim and whatever. Which is, again, that's neat. But it's just like, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Seen it. It loses its novelty pretty quickly, even for a kid. And I'm thinking now, like, they must have had some really good deal with them. Or maybe some sort of fucking family connections. Maybe there was some blackmail going on. I don't know. There must have been something though. Probably just a good discount or something. But every year, all the classes at my school would go and see this thing. And I thought I had a point here. Oh yeah. So one time. Wait, that trolley just like go right into the ramp? Or maybe it stopped after that, I don't know. It didn't look like it stopped though. So yeah, so one year, the bus, so we go to this boring ass ballet, It's not boring, but it is because we've seen it a million times. We go to this boring-ass ballet, and when we get done, the bus is like, I forget if the bus was already there. Anyway, the bus ends up having to stop at this Wendy's, and it's like, what? Why are we doing it at this Wendy's? So what had happened is, while we were in the ballet, the bus driver had taken the bus over to a Wendy's, I guess to get something to eat, and someone had hit the bus. Or maybe the bus had hit someone. I remember it as someone had hit the bus, but like, there's I feel like it could have been the other way around. Anyway, we had to stay there while the bus driver did like some sort of accident report with the police. And everyone was like really pissed, like, why the fuck did this bus driver need to drive the bus over to a Wendy's? I get that, like, I understand not wanting to just sit in your bus by the theater. Maybe he wasn't even allowed to do that for the whole time. But you could have walked to Wendy's. You know, you could have walked to some place that was close by. The theater wasn't out in the middle of nowhere. It was like sort of in downtown. You know, you didn't have to fuck this all up for everybody. It was hot too, being, you know, Tallahassee and all. Winter, sure, but it was hot. So we were just sitting on that bus, hot as fuck. One of the teachers ended up going, or not one of the teachers, one of the like parent chaperones ended up going and getting us a bunch of. Wow, this is getting really jerky, huh? A bunch of waters from. Whoa, jerky McGurkins! What the heck? A bunch of water from. This is really bad. From the Wendy's, so that we didn't die of thirst. Finally, we're like way late, right? Obviously. I mean, not late for anything because it's elementary school and it's not like we have multiple different periods, but we were super late. And, and so the bus driver starts driving like a fucking maniac. Sort of like, here, let me give you a demonstration of how he was driving. It was something like that. Really, he was like going up on curves and shit. He was speeding his ass home. It's like, dude, you are all... I believe it was a dude. It might have been a girl. I don't know. You are already late. Driving like a fucking maniac is not going to make us less late. It's like the lateness, the way the damage is done. Okay. It's like oh my gosh. It's like all the cows have gotten out of the barn and you're just fucking slamming them doors shut. Like, wham, just breaking that shit. Like, dude, the cows are gone. You don't need to, like, fine, close the barn doors in case, like, the cat or whatever the fuck is still in there gets out. But you don't gotta slam them like that. Okay? That's not gonna help anything. So yeah, we didn't die or anything, but it was quite the ride. I mean, you know, as a kid, it was kind of fun to just to be in this fucking bus that was just zooming. I mean, anytime you're in a bus, that was kind of fun because it's like, I guess if you didn't ride the bus every day, which I didn't, it's fun to, you know, be in this vehicle where you're way high up above all the other cars. So having this guy speeding, it was a lot of fun. So I'm sure all the parents were just white knuckling it, you know, just freaking out. So that was really that was a heck of a time. I wonder if I should I play to the end of this? Because I could be playing for quite a while if I play to the end of this. I mean or not if I keep on doing dumb shit like that. There's some big balloons. Excuse me. The frame rate issues have resolved themselves now. It's nice. It's funny how certain field trips you end up being able to do, you know? Like you feel like at a certain point you're like, I can give this tour. I can give a tour of Wakulla. I can give a tour of what is it, the Mariana caverns? Oh yeah. Here's okay, now we're gonna turn the lights out so you can see how freaking dark it is in a cave. These are stalactites. These are stalagmites. They might reach the ceiling and they're gonna hold on tight to the ceiling. That was a weird way of explaining it, but it was correct. Here's the world pool, where it's a little pool of water that looks like a world. It looks kind of like a map of the world, or at least a map of the continents of the world. It's very nice. Thank you. Here's where we have some bat shit on the ground. I don't know if that was a part of it. Here's the vine that this is what people call it. Here's the vine that fucking Weissmuller swung on. I almost said swung on in Tarzan the movie. Here's an Inhinga, also known as a snake bird, because it's got a neck like a snake, and this bird actually hunts fish underwater. It's a little swimmer bird. That's right. Here's an alligator. Ooh, let's get close. Here's the alligator. It's gonna hiss at us. All right, far out. Now we're coming up on some turtles. Turtles kind of like M&M's to an alligator, crunchy on the inside, soft on the outside. Oh, I fucked that up. I'm so sorry. Here's a place where there's some mammoth bones. You might find some mammoth bones down there if you go scuba diving down there. What you're gonna see over there is the nest of a fucking vulture, or a turkey vulture, probably. I don't know. Shit. Okay. That's the end of the tour. Thank you very much for coming. All right. Far out.